All right, Shalom. Kohalayim La, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rachak Badash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well for teaching me this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, Shalom, Laha Bacharyan. That means peace to the elect. You brothers out there across the globe, pushing and teaching this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. And to you few sincere sisters, you are Watim who hearken as well diligently. All right. Shalom, Ahab wa Barakim. That means peace, love, and blessings. Chaya here back at you with another Hebrew video, Paleo Hebrew video. All right, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, the 12 tribes of Jacob, who was later called Israel, And this is just gonna be another quick video, and this is gonna be like one of those another expression. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is actually a very familiar one, even in the English language. The "I love you," I love you. You know what I'm saying? And in this truth, in this ministry, if you can receive it, without having a without having your mind in the gutter, this is basically telling a brother or a sister or your woman, I love you or love you. Okay. So for those of you new to the channel and things of that nature, this is the Paleo Hebrew at the top. All right, with the characters, the different looking characters. Okay. The Paleo Hebrew, just like the Assyrian, is written from right to left. Okay, I got the legend up here. It's written from right to left, not left to right. All right, like these other languages, like the English and some of these other languages. All right, so the Paleo Hebrew and the Assyrian is written from right to left. It's understood from right to left, not left to right. Okay, and the Paleo Hebrew, like I said, these different characters. Okay, this goes back to our pure tongue, our authentic tongue. The Lashon Kodash, the holy tongue. Okay, and this is the tongue, the language that we're going to go back to. This is the language that we're going to go back to, when Yahweh Shai comes back, who the world calls Jesus Christ. All right, we're going to go back to speaking this tongue, man. All right. Another, I almost failed to mention this. The Paleo Hebrew is also called in the scriptures, the language of Canaan, the language of Canaan also. All right. And in this life is also called the Phoenician, So that's just a quick disclaimer. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the lesson. All right. So the Hebrew word, the Hebrew expression for love you or I love you is ahab atha. All right. So ahab atha, that's love you. Okay. That's love you. And there's nothing wrong with being in the truth and telling a brother, love you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with saying love you. Now that's ahab atha, because the word ahab, the Hebrew word for love, is ahab. All right, and then atha means you. Okay, so now if you want to say I love you, which both of these are pretty much the same thing. All right, you would say ahab ya atha, because ya, as I went over it in plenty of other videos, the Hebrew word ya, it actually comes from the Hebrew word anya. Okay, anya. Let me just go ahead and write it. Anya, but we use the ya because what it would then become a compound word. All right, so anya. All right, anya means me or I. Okay, it means me or I. All right, so ahab ya atha is I love you. All right, I love you, or love I you. Okay, love I you, like I love you. Okay, so that's that's just another expression and things of that nature that brothers use in Israel. And there's, like I said, there's nothing wrong with telling a brother you love him. There's nothing wrong with saying ahab atha or ahab ya atha ak. Which the word ak means brother. Since we're here, fuck it, let's just go ahead and write it. So the Hebrew word for brother is ak, and the Hebrew word for sister is ak wath. All right, so this is feminine, masculine. All right, so ak is, excuse me, goodness grief, brother, and this is sister. So Well, if you telling a brother, if you telling a brother, you know, you love him, you would say ahabatha ak. All right, ahabatha ak, ah, ak. You know, with the connectors there, because you joining the two characters together. All right, and then you got ach wath. All right, ach wath, achwath. Okay. So if you're telling, once again, if you're telling your brother you love him, you would say ahabata ak or ahabia atha ak, you know. And if you want to say I love you, sister, you know, for you, you know, you Israelite women, the few of you that's you know watching Great Millstone, Brothers in Great Millstone, and any other sincere camps, you know, who don't wear or bear the title Great Millstone, okay. You say this among yourselves, you know what I'm saying? You would say ahabia, ahab or habia atha akwath, okay? Ahabia atha akwath, all right? And there's nothing wrong with saying that, because our people, we come from, and that's why I did the video on whatchamacallit, on Jerusalem, all right, and the breakdown for Jerusalem, all right, which means teachings of peace or teachers of peace, all right, because that's what we're about, all right, Jake, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we come from a source of peace, man, and that peace is ultimately the Heavenly Father and the Son and His teachings and His law, statutes, and the commandments. You know, so and it's good for us to be gentle and delicate one toward another, man. There's nothing wrong with telling a brother you love him. There's nothing wrong with telling a sister you love her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So you got ahab atha, which is love you, and then you got ahabia atha, all right, which is I love you, or love you I, or love I you. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, that was pretty much the point on that, man. You know, just another expression, you know, to use, you know, in Israel, man. Actually, it was actually a custom for us to, you know what I'm saying, kiss each other as well, man. You know what I'm saying? This is not talking about, and this is why this is why I said in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully you don't look at this with you know what I'm saying, your mind in the gutter, but it's actually one of our customs among the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to give each other a kiss, like a literal kiss, man. Not on the lips, nothing sexual, all right, but you know, a kiss on the cheek, man. You know like what Judas did to Yahweh Shai, all right, like what Judas did to Yahweh Shai, you know, before he betrayed him. Well, like when he betrayed him, the things of that nature, all right. But you also got certain Israelites that the apostles went to go teach to that kissed the apostles, man. You know. This is actually in the scriptures. And it's a literal kiss. And while there's nothing wrong with it, you got a lot of people who will try to demonize and antagonize brothers for doing things like that. You know, now I'm not saying you have to literally kiss a brother on his cheek or nothing like that. You know, but I'm saying, like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, you know, this is where we come from, man. You know, this is where we come from. This is where we come from. We come from peace. We come from being gentle. Okay. We come from being tender and delicate, you know. That's why Jake is so welcoming. Well, for the most part, Jake is so welcoming to each other, man. You know, very inclusive of each other, because what we're brothers and sisters, man. We are the children of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know. But that was really the point on that. And as far as the kissing thing, man, you could, if you look at the so-called Italians, like the Southern Italians and things of that nature, a long time ago, I actually learned that they do that. I don't know if they still do it today or whatever, because the world is changing, you know, in the worst way possible, you know, which is all the spirit. But you know, I actually found out that the Italians, like the Southern Italians, who a lot of them are Jakes as well, a lot of them are Israelites, because the Moors ruled in Europe for over 700 years. Okay, but a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, like they greet each other, you know, with a kiss and a hug, man. You know, because just like, hey, sonny boy, I love you, man. It's so good to see you, and shit like that. You know. So with that being said, Lord's willing, this was edifying, and until next time, shalom.